the weight of what we've been carrying multidimensionally is something that we can't really explain, but it is literally the weight of the world. We have an internal process where we have to use our discernment and be calculated and in alignment to our highest self. And we have to be conscious and fully present in every situation. And to observe reality, to observe the world, and rewrite the coding. Because the Matrix was designed to enslave our souls, to siphon our energy, and to shrink us. Sovereignty is being aware that our energy is sacred and it is to be used for God, for the Most High, and that we have the discernment to not be fooled by the devil's tricks or tactics or manipulations. That doesn't mean that sometimes we still walk into situations that can be unhealthy for us, or stay too long with people who are not upholding their frequency. And it's true that over time a parasitic relationship can really take it out of us. And we know that we have a higher purpose and a higher calling here. That's my friend that's been flying around me. Hello. It's a spirit guide for sure. I have a thing with birds. Birds have a lot of significance for me in my life. And, I am connected with the blue avians, and, that's a reoccurring thing that continues to come up in my life is, my husband has a blue bird, and my mother, her soul comes to visit me through blue birds. And all animals are our friends. All spirits are with us. Our ancestors, our angels, the whole universe is with us at all times, loving us, supporting us, and helping us through. In the human vessel, we're not perfect, and we feel so many emotions and our emotional human experience, where we feel weak and powerless, and we live in a world where there's a false matrix that was inverted against God to siphon all of our energy and to try to shrink us and keep our lives in parasitic loops of having to slave our energy away for narcissists to use and abuse us. And it's really we deserve so much better than that. And it was always up to us to take back our power and to remember that, to realize that, to reclaim everything that they tried to rob from us. The lies and the mind control manipulation was all just a matrix for us to overcome, for us to figure out, to take back our power and do better. And that's why our souls are here. That's why we awakened. That's why we incarnated here. We took the bet with God, and God said, hey, wake up. And then we woke up, and then we were like, oh shit, we got to do something. And God says, yes, we're doing it. And you are my warrior. And you are my soldier. And then I began a process with God through ascension. I said, okay, I surrender to your highest mission. Thank you for showing me the divine blueprints. Thank you for giving me the code and helping me to restore everything that the devil tried to rob from me in my life. This matrix, this quantum hologram, was inverted against the divine, and we've been through so much in our lives, but we were always special, and we used to think that that was a curse, but it turns out it was the greatest blessing in the universe. You know, we are empaths, we were sensitive children, and we were big hearted. As a kid, they call it imagination, but now we understand that that is divine royalty. And that is, you have friends in the universe. You are connected. You know, we've got to do better by children of the light, and get them out of these harmful school systems and help humanity get out of the parasitic matrix loops. We need to do that ourselves. I was just out shopping, and I was returning a dress, and at Ross, and I went to Burlington Outlet just to check it out because it was their grand opening a couple days ago, new store, and they're right next to each other in the plaza. So I returned my dress, and then I went to Burlington. I tried on a couple dresses that were like $12, $13, and they both looked great on me, and it hurt because I really didn't want to spend that money, because I think about how hard my husband works for that money. And then I think about I might be going through a divorce. And then I think about I feel sad because, my workouts at the gym, it's paying off. I look really cute in those dresses, and they were really pretty, and I'm going to miss them. And I'll always think about them, but it's like, and then I realized that I'm feeling sad because because I am such an abundant soul. I am infinity. And then I'm living in scarcity in the earth realm. I'm living in scarcity and lack, and I'm like having to say no to buying something that I want and that I deserve. But nonetheless, I go on through my shopping and I'm thinking about all of this. And then I'm thinking about how much energy that is taking from me. And it's all about stuff. It's all about physical things. It's things that don't really matter in the overall sense. It's not making the world better. It's not doing anything to, you know, except for, well, I'm kind of just going on this. It's like, it feels like a parasitic trap. Being in those stores in the first place, it's matrixy. Then having to worry about money is matrixy. Then having to worry about not having enough money, and then that brings up more stress and more stress. And then by the time we get to the checkout aisle, it's just like, oh, you know, and then you see the people working there, and then, you know, they feel like shit because they don't want to be there. And they got a boss breathing down their backs, and they're, you know, not getting paid enough for what they do and what they deal with. And then other people, they get in line and they're in a bad mood usually by the time they get to the front because the line was backed up. The fitting rooms were like backlogged, or someone locked the doors and there were people standing there waiting to get in, and there was no one in there, and they locked them. So it was just like, God, this sucks. It sucks your soul. It sucks your soul. And then I'm thinking about God, and I'm like, yeah, I want to think about God. I want to think about abundance. I want to think about the mass awakening that's happening on Earth. I want to think about us taking back and reclaiming Earth and growing gardens and living in abundance and celebrating God and ourselves and each other and the miracles that are unfolding in this world. God, the more we ascend into our souls, the more sensitive we become, the more in tune and in touch with this reality. And we have to really to use our light codes to shine through. Because we were meant to. We were meant to create something better, not do this, not give them our energy so much that we have infinite divine potential, and we're stuck in a matrix that hates us. Being awake is hard in a world where most are asleep. Being someone who cares so deeply about the world that it scares people. It's, you know, it's humbling. But, you know, the very fact that, you know, and it's not like we're perfect. We're not perfect. I have have things that I need to heal from, and I grew up in scarcity and lack and hardships and so much old programming that I needed to heal from and recode. And it's an ongoing process. What they have tried to steal from us is sacred. We are divine royalty. We shouldn't have to be worried about living life in survival mode. That I don't know how many times the devil has tried to make me homeless in this life, and that it's happened. And that, you know, I don't want to be 42 and staring down the barrel of homelessness again, because I don't know if my husband and I can make it through the shift. And I think about all the love that I've given in this life, and that I didn't just give it to the wrong people. I mean, I did, but I also gave it to God. I gave it to alchemize into a better world, a better timeline. Everything that we've done, we've taken our grievances to God, and God has given us insight into the truth to help us recode and reprogram the old. That we are overriding the slave programming, quite literally, with God. I realize that, you know, since my awakening, the devil went full on war against me, because it knew that I would be the end of darkness. That if I remembered who I was and healed from everything and every attack that I've experienced in this life, that the whole thing was going to change. The matrix is collapsing. It is crumbling. And that is because of God, and God's working through us. God is restoring order and balance in the universe. Karmic justice is being carried out, and the truth is coming up. The devil's manipulations and lies can no longer be kept in the dark. Something has been taken from us. Something has been, they tried to destroy us. Completely. Completely tried to make us insane and take us out of the game. But We were divinely anointed, and we were here on a purpose, on a mission from the Most High. And we were figuring it out and putting the pieces together and doing the work in the quantum to understanding our gifts. And then we watched those try to infiltrate our lives and to deceive us and treat us with dishonor, disrespect. They tried to destroy and stomp out our life, our light. They literally tried to kill me, and still we are here. And God's miracles are undeniable. We are here by no coincidence. And though it was hard because we had to go against everything that source, no, everything that was of society. We had to rebel against all societal norms and trust our internal compass within God. And we remembered. We remembered the love that is eternal in our hearts, that we have always loved God, and that sometimes we forget how special we are and how chosen we are. And that's something God is doing to make us not settle for less than we deserve. That people are showing themselves, showing their true colors, and not carrying their vibration. And that it is up to us if we want to choose to tolerate that or to walk away. And we choose God. We choose God with all of our hearts. That even though it hurts, we have to let go. We have to trust God and devote ourselves fully. No longer fragment our energies and put a little energy over here, put a little energy over there. And you know, we are fully focused on potency of our vibration, potency and presence. This is how we have to override the system, how we have to override the matrix. We are the ones with the code, and Source is bringing it all into light and into integration. I have to tell you that through this ascension, I have really kind of tethered between, do I want to stay on this planet or do I want to go? Because the density of this earth is dragging, and it is heavy, and it is slow, and that we've felt like we're ahead of our time because our healing has advanced us to higher consciousness, and that is not always, or very rarely, something that's perceivable in the third dimension of consciousness. So we feel unseen in this world. We feel unrecognized for the gifts that we have. And that our whole lives have been a struggle, and that we have these additional chains put on us by living in scarcity and lack. And, we don't want to give our energy or our souls to the matrix. We don't want to sell our energy. We are too sacred for that. We can't sell out. Our souls are not for sale. We are priceless. So it's like, wow, this world really does not want for sovereigns to succeed. It is like sell your soul or die. And they want us to sign our names in blood. They fingerprint us as we're born to track our sacred markings. Like that is some kind of slave ownership. To name us, to make us check boxes of our ethnicity, to brand us like cattle. I see too much. I feel too much. And I know too much to shrink myself when I know that there is evil in this world and that it's been getting away with too much for too long. We deserve better than what we've settled for. And that is what God wants us to know. Is that if we all got to really heal and to wake up and to know how beautiful we are in God's eyes and in God's heart, we would take back all of our power and not waste our sacred energy on what does not align. If it doesn't add to our glow, then it's got to go. It's been really hard for me and my heart and the things that I'm going through in my life right now, because it breaks my heart so much. I love my husband. But I'm having some serious doubts. I'm feeling like the universe has been really, this is the checkpoint. If I am taking him with me to this next level of my life, or if I'm letting go. And it's too hard, and it's too heavy to try to hold on. And I know that I'm going to be okay no matter what. I'm divinely supported, and that all these things are coming up because I prayed for it. I know that I want so much to make God proud of me. And to rise to my true and highest potential, so that I can help as many souls as I can. Because I owe it to God. I owe it to God, because God has worked so hard on me. And I know that I love my brothers and sisters of earth. I love you. And if everyone would just know what we are a part of, that we are just all the same light, and we are beautiful. We are beautiful. We can do anything that we devote our energy into. But there are energy traps in this world. There is void and darkness. And we have to be aware of that. We have to be aware that there are parasites. But we can really rise and do the inner work and be the ones to heal it. We become the medicine by healing ourselves. And the more we open ourselves to it, the more we shine, the brighter the world is going to be. And it's okay. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay. But know that you're not alone. And that the whole universe is conspiring to help you grow. and to know who you really are, because you are infinite. You are a soul, not a person. You are so much bigger than just this life. And we signed up for this. We signed up for it so that we could help end the shift, to help as many as we can, and to create mission for New Earth. I have to breathe through the cortisol levels raising. I need to get out of the matrix. I need to get out of the city. I need to get away, go on a break. Take some space and to really figure out a plan. Because I know that we are about to jump timelines again. We are working ourselves up to another quantum leap. And that God is giving us the opportunity to be really clear about what we want. But we understand that there's going to be forces in the process that are going to make things very uncomfortable for us in the situation that we are in. But we are protected by God. We are wearing God's armor, and that which does not kill us will make us stronger. But we wish to leave unhealthy parasitic attachments and be in our sovereign energy with God at all times. We should never be trapped or feel trapped in a situation that we don't feel safe in, that we don't feel like we are truly protected. So, I mean, this is something that, is I've realized is very true about women, is that we need to feel really safe with our man. We need to feel absolutely safe with him and with his energies. And if he has unhealed demonic attachments or something like that, it makes it difficult for us to let down and relax our nervous systems. No matter how much we love him, energy doesn't lie, and we are divinely protected. So it makes it very difficult for us to stay where we are not aligned. We are like an electric fence of energy, and they cannot vibrate in our frequency without exposing themselves. So it makes it really hard for us to stay, even if we love people. It's just part of it. I was thinking when I was riding my bicycle about the Princess and the Pea, and how that story always resonated with me, and what it really means. And it makes perfect sense, because my whole life I sensed that there was something not right with this world. I felt like there was a pea under my mattress and I couldn't sleep. I felt that pea and it was uncomfortable, and I needed to get to the bottom of it, to make sense of it, to understand it, and to see what it was. So all the while I'm living my life, I'm observing and taking notes and studying my notes and working through these equations and doing the alchemy and the math to dissecting every part of these systems and of these blueprints, what energies are at work. We are quantum supercomputers that can decipher code and find and understand the deeper meaning behind the fabric of reality as we know it to be in the third dimension. I know that there is a need for us in this world, and that we are the healers that have incarnated here to awaken as starseeds and to recode the outdated systems with the true divine coding of source, of God, of love. So, yeah, we're doing a lot, and we're doing a lot in multiple dimensions. I have been working this alchemy, and it's been such a masterpiece in the making. We are manifesting higher timelines and breaking through. We are the light. We are the truth. We are God. And nothing can stop us from fulfilling God's mission. As we were created to be special. We were created to figure it out so that we can change it. We deserve to heal. We deserve to live in our full potential, to know who we truly are by our inner light of our souls. We're not meant to settle. We are meant to rise. And that all the darkness and all the lies has been a catalyst for that. All darkness, all lies is a catalyst for us to rise. So we can do it, and we are doing it, and God is doing it through us, and we are surrendering to it. I think that my life needs to change, and that I need to get out of the matrix. I need to get a home, get some land, build my sanctuary, have a place where I can be at peace, where I don't have to feel like I have to feed narcissists or demonic entities my energy. And I can use my energy with full purpose and healing and divine alignment with the earth's sacred energies, with Holy Spirit, with God, and all of infinity. As we are our ancestors, we are our past selves, we are our future selves. Our consciousness is all merged into total oneness with everything. Gone are the days of us shrinking ourselves. We are souls. We know our mission, we know our purpose, and we are embodying it. I am grateful to God for making me so strong, for making me with such purpose, for master crafting me with so much love. Thank you for making me beautiful. Thank you for master crafting my wings to be so massive, to be able to help so many. The new paradigm is rising within us. We are God's chosen ones. We love you. There is a new paradigm, and that it is us. It is us as the highest, most healed version of ourselves. Where we give our energy matters. Are we going to feed the old, or are we going to embrace the new? The choice is to slave for Satan or serve God. And I know what my choice is. And I know that I may have obstacles in my life and setbacks along the way, but I am human. But as a soul, I will never give up. If everything that the devil has done to attack me in my life hasn't been able to stop me yet, nothing is ever going to stop me. Nothing. And I know this. And I know that this means that this is real. We were chosen for this. And we were always meant to remember that and to do it. It's amazing. Let me see if there's anything else that wants to come through. My heart is swelling right now, and I feel tired because it's been a long and hard battle. But we know that we are divinely guided, and we will be rewarded for it, and that the whole universe supports us and has seen how hard we have worked. How we never gave up in fighting for freedom. We were meant for so much more, and it's time we all embrace it. And these are miracles. We are loved. And I want to show you the beauty that I see through my heart, through my third eye, through the kingdom of God. I want to show you how beautiful the world is and can be. I want to show you that you are God's greatest treasure, and that you were the masterpiece this whole time. That is why they hated you. So, victory is here. We're not shrinking. We're not going back. We are the light. And we are shivering out here. I gotta go. I feel so happy. And I won't let myself be distracted from any denser energies, because I know the miracles that God is working right now. I know that it was all for us, and we are eternally grateful for how far we've come. Whatever God has in store for us next, I'm ready and I'm excited. I embrace change. And I surrender to God's highest plan. I want to work with some soul sisters. I met one today on TikTok who says she's 42 years old. She's vegan. She's spiritually awakened. She wants to branch out and meet some friends. And, you know, I need some sovereign soul sisters in my life. And, you know, I need to continue to have that sisterhood in my life because it's important that we all work together and empower each other as queens. I think that as we continue to heal, there will be more sisterhood. And that is needed in this world. They've done a lot to women, and a lot of women have done a lot to other women too. It's been a very dark world with a lot of evil vampires. But anyone who's really vegan and loves animals and, you know, in alignment with Source and their highest plan and mission, who's fully sovereign and healed as their highest selves. You know, I want to attract that into my life, you know, and like attracts like. So I am open to the sisterhood and abundance of source connections, of honest and truth and love. I know that AI has been trying to replicate us as sovereigns, and they've been trying to take our divine coding and recreate us through AI, but we are overriding the system's sovereignty is not mistakable, and that we are more powerful than them. And all they have is manipulation and tricks. We have God. We have all the source coding that we need to understanding this reality and correcting it. And more of this divine coding is coming online every day. I am multidimensionally present and aware, and even now as I speak, I am overriding coding. That needs to be overwritten, you know. The slave programming and the limitations and the lies from the old systems. We are purging ourselves energetically of parasites within our earth vessels, within our hearts, within our lives. And this is also, most importantly, happening on a quantum level. We are quite literally protected in the armor of God. Yeah, right. And we are the creators of our holographic realities, of our simulations. So we are creating heaven on earth by doing our alchemy with Source. And that is amazing. And that's what's happening. All right, I am gonna go. I love you, and I'll be with you again soon. I think we're at an hour, so that's perfect timing. I don't know if there's anything else to say, but I'll get you in the next video, and we're just gonna keep coming up with content as we go and stay in the flow, because God wants you in the know. I have so many corny rhymes today. All right. I love you guys. And oh yeah, help a light worker out. My light is very bright, and I know that I'm meant to shine, and I am shining, but my light needs to be seen. My light needs to be known. And I am embracing what God has chosen me for. And though it used to scare me and it is a little bit intimidating, I know that I'm not meant to be small and unseen. God worked on my wings, and I am a butterfly, and I am ready to fly. I am ready. And I'm out of my cocoon. I'm spreading my wings, and I'm showing you the miracles that Source has put inside of me. And I have visions of a better world, and that God is guiding me to create it, to manifest it. These are miracles that I'm manifesting. And we're meant to build it. We're meant to build it in the physical, in the third dimension. So let's do it. Let's get land. Let's build our new earth communities and empower our brothers and sisters of light to working their missions for God and helping get the healing out into the world and the knowledge that needs to be done. We've got to override the systems and create something better. And the only way to do that is with God. That is our salvation, is within. And then after we do that work within, we help and we work together. We bring our highest selves to the table and we have conversations. We talk. Because it's time for us sovereigns to have a seat at the round table and to talk, to figure this out. Because the old just is not sustainable, and it was never meant to be. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave it up to you. But however you can support me and in my mission, in my life, in my light work, links are below to help. We have Venmo, we have Cashapp, we have PayPal. I have a Gofundme up there that only my husband has donated to thus far. And we are starting a Patreon, and we are doing that for our army of angels, healing sanctuaries for New Earth. And we're surrendering it all to God. We're surrendering it all. This is me doing the best I can with all of my energies. And I am filled with source code. And I am given the light to be empowered in my mission. To change this and to create the new. So we deserve to be paid for our service. All light workers and light warriors of God deserve to be paid for our humanitarian work and our work for all souls of Earth, not just humans, but the animals, the trees, the birds, the bees, all souls deserve love and freedom. So we're fighting for you, and help us in our fight. Help us in our mission for a free and sovereign Earth. We are working this multidimensional war. We are warriors of God on our divine mission, and we've awakened to our sacred truth and are awakening more and more every day. So there's truly a shift happening, and our rise is happening. So, we need your support, we need your help, and I appreciate it. And I love you, and we're fighting the good fight. We're fighting the winning side of it, and know that the best is yet to come. But New Earth is going to be all of us as our highest selves, taking responsibility and accountability for the way that Earth is. This was all a design for us to take it back and to do better, to create better, because we are powerful and we are the ones manifesting this hologram. All right, guys, getting rained on and I have to pee, but I love you. And so many miracles. And I gotta get better at closing my videos. Sometimes I just have to talk and talk and talk and channel until I gotta cut myself off and it's an emergency. So, or whatever. Maybe it's just my thing. And I'm actually waiting for the 111. And I love you. And I know, and I have peace that God's plan is bulletproof. And I have total faith in us. We're going to make it. And New Earth is rising. And we are rising to this divine inheritance. God bless you. Namaste to you. Bye.